Susan Cingari here with Carlos, the natural-born killer. What's the latest? We hear GSP, he's ready, he's not. What, from your perspective, is the latest happenings with the possibility of fighting George St Pierre?
I've actually seen some videos of him training recently. He looks like his recovery is coming along well. He's out running sprints and lifting, and I think he's going to be ready in November.
I had heard, at least, rumors that if he was not ready, that you had sort of in your mind a potential other fighter to fight. Anybody you want to share that with us?
Well, you know, right now I have my heart set on fighting George St Pierre. You know, he's the champion. I really want to unify the belts. You know, if for whatever reason George isn't ready in November, you know, I would definitely like to avenge my loss to Martin Kamen. You know, there's a lot of contenders in the welterweight division, though. Johnny Hendricks, Rory MacDonald, even Jake Ellenberg, even though he just lost his fight. So, you know, there's a lot of names that could be thrown out there.
What about the fact that we had heard at one point there was a potential opportunity for a rematch with Diaz? Now things have changed, obviously. Would you consider fighting him again?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I was up for a rematch, you know, just a week or so after we fought, and then you know, he had his issues with the athletic commission and his drug test, so that didn't go down. But yeah, absolutely.
What about BJ Penn? He's coming out of retirement.
Sure. You know, I'd fight BJ. I'm not sure how much sense that makes at this point in time where I'm at, but yeah, I mean, BJ is a great fighter and somebody I've looked up to for a long time.
Jackson's camp, the mixed martial arts camp, has such a stellar reputation of turning out incredible MMA athletes. What's the magic that they have going on down there?
Well, I think first off, Greg has been teaching mixed martial arts for, you know, going on 20 years now. You know, before, you know, the vast majority of the American public knew what mixed martial arts or NHB or Vale Tudo was. He was, you know, he was in the heart of it, really kind of on the ground floor developing, you know, what we know today as mixed martial arts. So, you know, between his experience, the plethora of talent that we have at Jackson's, and, you know, Albuquerque's a fight town. Yeah. We don't put out, you know, many other athletes other than fighters, and you know, I think that, you know, a combination of those things is, you know, kind of our formula for success.
What MMA fighter do you most admire?
MMA fighter I most admire, you know, I would probably have to say Anderson Silva. You know, I think he's you know, he's had a lot of ups and downs. I think that, you know, earlier on in his career, before he got into UFC, he considered retiring and doing something else. And you know, I've been at points in my career where, you know, my heart wasn't in it. And you know, to see where he is now, after having had those feelings, you know, towards MMA, you know, it's pretty inspirational.
What about life lessons? MMA is not only a fabulous sport encompassing all types of mixed martial arts, but it's really a way of living. It's a philosophy. What life lessons has MMA taught you?
Professionalism, perseverance, humility. You know, the list goes on and on. You know, it's, you know, in MMA and in my experience, a lot of these things aren't stressed vocally as much as maybe some of the traditional martial arts, but they're still there. You know, it's still something that is it's instilled, you know, from the day you walk in the gym.
We're going to see a good fight against GSP, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I will definitely be the best fighter that I've ever been. I've been working really hard, been shoring up some weaknesses in my game, and I definitely feel like you know, like I can come out with the win.
I don't think the fans will be disappointed. Carlos Condit, natural born killer, thank you so much for your time.